Damn, man. Have some Arnold Palmer with your rum.
Hey, listen. When it's a white man on the can,
you gotta go hard.
Gotta clean some of them toxins out.
Gotta make it a little bit more alcoholish.
Clean it out. I don't know what they put it.
Disinfect it.
Oh man. Nah, we be straight. Flaws and all, we gonna rock out. I like it.
Yeah, man. You can embrace the fuck ups.
We'll throw it up 2 times for the camera.
What?
Nothing. Just fucking up with the left.
Flaws and all.
Put your good hand.
Grab my strong hand. That shit will forever be funny.
What?
For real.
Scary movie?
Oh yeah, it's my strong hand.
Grab my strong hand. I mean, he stuck her fucking toothbrush in his mouth. I was done. He was like, I got it.
That nigga was nasty as shit, yo.
Yeah, he looked nasty.
Yeah.
I never.
He looked like the Crypt Keeper.
That's a cult classic right
It is.
there. Shit. Y'all ready?
Super slept on. Let's do it.
3, 2.
What's up, guys?
We've been on a tragedy for months. Why can't you agree with me for once? Maybe we can be more chill tonight. Maybe I can give you chills. We've been on a tragedy for months. Why can't you agree with me for once? Maybe we can be more chill tonight. Maybe I can give you chills.
Shut up, shut up.
Many other brothers love you, but this pleasure is mine. It's no pressure for us to say that I love you from now. So fuck that cover shit, I just wanna be comfortable now. Real, who you loving, who you wanna pull up?
Yeah,
Kill you,
man,
as long as you can and trust. Trying to hear all your problems so I can lighten the load. No, you
Take my phone.
Trying to be cool while undressing with this shit like this, dog. Like, I probably bust my ass because I can't take my sock off the right way. Like, drawn.
You gotta make it sexy.
That's what I'm saying. That's impossible with this.
Nah, she gonna be undressing and she gonna push him back on the bed. He gonna be done.
Hey, listen, I'ma fucking fall back and be like, ah, cause I can't even sit this shit a certain way, dog. Like,
yo, that's wild.
I gotta keep it elevated. It's all around a bad joint. Never the fuck again will I catch that much whackage. Now I can't catch any at all.
That's what happened. 6 months down.
6 months.
Nigga probably fell off the bed and shit.
So if he come back with a broken leg, we already know why.
Who that broken leg? What's his name? That's broken leg.
I was trying to get a new angle in it. I slipped on the edge of the tub.
Yeah, man. So 6 months of no sex got me on some nut shit. And nigga had to fuck some shit up.
Nigga tore his forearm.
You seen the gift that I sent to the motherfucking group chat with Quagmire with the big ass fucking...
big ass forearm.
Oh, that's what that was from?
Ligament damage.
Yeah. That nigga was like... I can't even point right.
Nigga was holding out on himself. That's crazy.
Yo, man. What's up, guys?
Chillin',
Empire
man.
We Trust, episode 38. This joint gonna be special. See what I did there?
Special. Of course it's special. I'm back.
Yes.
Hey!
She took all your shit.
Fuck my pun.
She just took your gun line out the window.
Hey, there goes my gun line. Thank
Will
you,
was trying to
BiBi.
be a rapper so bad, she fucked all that up.
I'm sorry. You guys know y'all miss me.
Welcome back. I agree.
We did. How was Vermont?
It was beautiful.
I saw some of the pictures. They look good.
I had no cell phone service really, but it
That's
was
good though. Sometimes
It was good. Yeah.
That's a good little
So
family.
you enjoying yourself was organic.
Yep.
You didn't enjoy yourself because you did a whole shitload of snaps for people to see.
Nope.
She was
and all that
Amish
shit.
for the week. It's cool.
It
I got
was
something.
good.
I got something like that coming up.
Amish week.
Something close. I'll get into it. Yeah, man. Tell us more. How was it? What'd you go up there for? Was it a wedding?
It was my cousin's wedding.
A wedding. Okay.
It was beautiful. It was all family. We did like a country. It was like a country inn.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a very old fashioned. It was nice. The whole family had the whole hotel.
Oh, that's nice.
Had the what?
The whole hotel.
Oh, damn. Damn, that's a big ass family. Or was it a small ass hotel?
It was only like 25 rooms, so it wasn't that big.
That's still a lot.
Oh, all right. Yeah. All right.
That's where the immediate family stood. We
Yeah.
all stood together.
Okay.
So we played card games, Uno. It was just very.
Y'all play by the rules or y'all got saxies?
Oh, actually, my 6-year-old daughter beat everybody on Uno.
There
And
were
she
no
played by the
rules followed.
She played by rules. She'd kick your ass.
I won't-
Nice. I'm stacking.
Do I look like I want smoke?
I'm
Fuck.
stacking. I don't know what y'all talking about.
I'm stacking.
But it was
Saxies and
it was
play.
great.
Well, Ed, you've always been a cheater. Hey!
What y'all
If y'all
guys?
can see his face.
So, what you
Literally
guys
16.
do while I was gone?
Huh?
What you guys do? Anything interesting?
No, not really. Work. My mom's birthday passed. She held me hostage for 3 days at her house, so I was out Jersey. I just got back fully today, so I've been out there since Thursday.
Just you by yourself or the kids? And
Nah, my wife was out there Thursday to Friday. My dog and all that. I brought them back Friday, and then I was out there Friday, Saturday.
It's
pretty much
nice to
came
get
back
away
today.
sometimes, though.
Yeah, it's cool. I like it.
What part of Jersey?
Slickerville. So she damn near in AC.
So you went down there and went sicko mode.
Nah, I mean, she they secluded.
So it was like suburban.
It's kinda like suburban. It's just like I hate playing places where you really can't walk nowhere. That's not,
Yeah, I had
The
that
store
issue.
not close,
I had
there's
that
no
issue when I
corner
went to go
store.
visit my parents in Boston. It was
Yeah.
disgusting.
There's nowhere to walk to.
You got to drive like 3 miles just to hit population. Those motherfuckers was in the woods. It was nothing but cranberry bogs
But it's
around
cool
them.
because when I go over there, all we do is drink.
Did you sit Indian style on the lawn, practice your spin kicks, and smoke a little weed?
Nah, I just drank.
Oh,
So I was dehydrated for 3 days.
okay.
4 days now.
Oh yeah,
4 days.
yeah. All kind of hydration.
You probably should have
In
some
that
water.
cup, there's
I
plenty of
drank
hydration.
some water. I drank some water. Drink enough.
Will you do
I
anything?
drank enough.
Fractured my wrist. I'm not a nice girl.
You met a nice girl?
Yeah. Like,
Or did you already know the girl and found out she was nice?
there you go.
How did you find out she was nice?
Because he don't talk to people.
Yeah, I started like I kind of got out of my own way. You know what I mean? And I was like, all right, obviously the shit that I've been pulling isn't working, and I'll be 30 next month, so I'm tired of this shit.
I feel like Will is like I think I already got you figured out kind of person. So he don't really care the vibes you're giving off. He just already made his own vibes. That's how I
Kinda.
feel. Yeah. I mean,
Well-
it sounds harsh the way I say it, but that's the best thing that came to mind.
Elaborate though. You could be
Straight to the point.
like
wrong. No.
I feel like
that's not me.
if you're around somebody, not for an extended period of time, but you feel like for women that you can have them figured out, like, oh, I know what type of dude you might like or what type of person you are based on what you're giving me in this 5 minutes, versus a week or two.
kind of like what he did to me, like
You know
the
what I'm
first week.
Lie again.
Look, Ed, yes.
Did you
like,
agree?
Yes.
I didn't agree. I'm
yes,
listening.
His face.
I
said
am
it.
the ultimate mediator. I'm just
No,
listening.
fuck that, nigga. If you gonna be agreeing,
Listen.
own it.
If
Did
I would have said right.
Yeah.
Damn. So
I
so
would've- I
you
would've
agree-
said it.
So you agree that I had BB fucked up?
Yeah.
Elaborate.
Yeah. Elaborate. Thank you. Elaborate.
Shit. I'll tell you one thing. When she first got here, I didn't ever have it down for consecutively in a few seconds calling me a bitch. Bitch.
See? Yeah, see?
See, man, I still got her fucked up. Cause she didn't even say, damn, my fault. I thought she was gonna be like, damn, my bad about that.
she's staying
That
on
was
that.
3 episodes ago.
she
Let's
stood
not
on that.
let's not dwell on it.
She stood on that.
She like,
She
man,
went to the
fuck
wedding
this.
and came back.
I said what I said,
what I
pussy.
said.
I said what I said, pussy.
I said what I said.
No, I think that's a somewhat accurate,
Assumption. Like
not an assumption, because an assumption would be
assuming.
more wrong than right. He was pretty accurate with it, so I'll just call it like a evaluation,
A little
maybe
assessment, yeah.
assessment. There you go. That's perfect. But yeah, I got out of my normal courting ways and process. Not too bad so far.
Will getting some new swag. See that?
I think he has seen some light. Will.
I don't know.
I think so.
We'll see.
I think
little-
you've been evaluating yourself a little bit lately.
Well, that's all you can do when you have a lot of time to yourself.
But I didn't
And
have
your
a
choices.
lot. I didn't have a lot of time to myself.
You had enough. You had more than usual.
Well, I don't know that part. But
I don't know. Because after my last breakup, nigga, I got out there.
Well, that doesn't mean, but being in a relationship and being sexually active are two different things.
Try again. I didn't say nothing about being sexually active.
Okay, well, being out there.
Yeah, out there.
Without having
Meeting
someone
people.
else to.
Meeting people.
Without
conversing with people.
Without having a buffer, a relationship buffer.
A buffer?
Yeah.
What? Now that you gotta elaborate on.
Meaning, like, if you like if you're in a relationship, you can still meet people when you're in a relationship, and not saying like in a cheating way or nothing like that, but you still come across all types of people, but
Okay.
you're not thinking about your interaction with them because you know I have this person at home, so I don't give a fuck if this person likes me or not. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But now when you don't have that person at home, quote unquote, it's like I kind of do care if this person likes me or not because I need a new person.
yeah.
So now you're looking at them differently.
Well, there will
and
be
you're
no
looking at yourself
needing of the
differently.
people on Will's behalf.
There's always a need for a person.
Explain.
There's always that. Well, that's what we were put on this earth for.
companionship.
You can't get away from it. You can't.
You can't just buy pussy the rest of your life.
But that'll be
You
your.
can,
But that'll
but
be
you're-
your form of coping with that companionship.
He's saying
Okay.
it's deeply
Yeah.
rooted in us.
I don't want to be associated with deeply anything. So
It's human nature.
Yeah, can't get away from
it's arguable that I'm human at times.
it. Well, I mean, it might be alien nature too.
Or
Shout out to
beast,
Area 51.
beast nature.
What nature?
Beast nature.
God damn, the labels on labels on labels. Shit.
Hey, you put it upon yourself to call yourself non-human.
I said at times. We all have inhumane times.
So okay.
Like the other day,
so,
the other day I slept a lightning bug out there. That was really fucked up on my behalf. I know that thing was harmless.
Yeah.
That was bullshit on my behalf. I felt bad immediately.
Did he die?
and he's getting his humanity back.
I might be getting it for the first time.
I say right, just now getting it. You saw that shit on
some
sale
real
on
shit, like,
Walmart. Humanity discount.
I ain't gonna lie, yo. Like you might be right with the self evaluation because in retrospect, I was pretty trash.
And if you go from a point where a lot of your response to a lot of shit after the fact is, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
that's my new thing. That's my new thing.
It's like-
I like the old work. I used to get invested in the shit that they said to me. Now I'd be like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's your opinion. I respect that. But if I see you, I might punch you in the face.
But wait, are they saying stuff? Are you bothered by the stuff now? What
No.
did they? What
No.
was said before?
The same thing that you guys say. I'm toxic.
Same shit.
I'm toxic. I don't own up to my.
I think
my
he
parts.
he probably got a few second opinions.
No,
I think somebody said something, and
No,
doesn't
no,
doesn't
no.
have to be that
I didn't get any second opinions.
blatant either. But you fuck.
I
You
just
look like
think-
you're toxic. I don't think nobody
I
said that
just-
to you. But
I
I think
just-
you had some good conversations in this time of in your quote unquote
Nah,
down
nah.
time.
I think he's
I've
just
really-
evaluating
I've
everything.
really done it all myself.
Just
Like,
talking to yourself. That's cool.
I've really looked
better.
back and gave it legit thought because I got the time to now, and I'm like,
See?
It's good to reflect. See,
Like I said,
So-
you got the time.
I'm
You
like,
got time.
maybe there are some things that I should change. And then, like, I guess the way that the motherfucking universe worked, I got put in a situation where I'm in my new situation, and I'm applying those new principles. And it's somewhat refreshing.
Look at that.
nice. I'm happy. You made me happy. I might take away one bitch today.
I just cashed in the bitch voucher.
We're out here couponing for bitches. Look at that.
So what's our first topic? Ed?
What you
Are we gonna go right into the media coverage?
We can if you want to, unless you got something you want to talk
You-
about. We can go into that first.
We can go into that.
Yeah, let's do that
So
first.
I have our social topic, and of course it has to do with relationships,
Sweet, perfect.
which is great because Will, you're kind of
Nice segue.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, boom.
So my question. Let me get this. Okay, so he asks you on the first date, so a girl, right?
Mhm.
And then he asks you, "Are you comfortable paying for half since we're both evaluating each other, and it's not fair to for him to invest more?" Okay.
Okay.
You got the wrong set of niggas for this.
I'm listening.
Okay. So,
Okay.
do you feel was he right to ask for her to pay half for the date,
The first date.
first date?
Okay. That,
Ed.
Okay, so this is a tricky one.
it is.
If he asked her on the date, then it's kind of like you should pay for it. Now, if she was like, say they like met at a bar first and never did, they met there, and she was like, maybe she was like, maybe we should do dinner, and he was like, oh yeah, we could do that, because his intentions was from the bar that night, and now your intentions is something else. So it all depends on how the date came about. So we're just assume he asked her, and if he asked her for the date, then paying for the date is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just that's cool.
You finished?
Yeah.
I wouldn't let her pay anything on the first date because for one, if it was her asking me if it was cool if we went Dutch, I personally would look at that as a setup. And if I'm trying to further any interaction with her, and it'll probably make it a little bit easier on myself if she saw that I would take initiative, like, don't worry about it. Now, on the flip side of that, if the date was shit, and you caught a vibe that you like, yeah, I'm pretty sure this isn't gonna fucking go anywhere, I would still pay for it just to get her the fuck away from me and not have any reason for her to contact me, like bust my chops about making her go half on the fucking date. I don't have to say anything else to you now. We good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, also depending on where she wants to go. Because I think the first date should be.
So you would let her pick?
No. Well, I
You
would.
asked her.
I would ask her. I would ask her, all right, what you have in mind? And if if I was the one who asked her out somewhere, I would already have somewhere in mind.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, if the conversation just came about and she mentions going out, and I ask her, well, what do you have in mind? I'm gonna base where she wants to go as to how I'm gonna handle this situation. If you trying to go somewhere where it's $250 a plate, I'm judging you from the gun bus.
Yeah, I think that's a bit excessive.
You know, my next question after shit like that is, you ever been there before? First thing I'm gonna ask you. You say something crazy, if I know the plates are crazy, I'm definitely hitting you with the. Damn, you ever been there before? Because I probably haven't. And if I have, I'll be like, I know what it costs. But if I haven't,
Roof Chris or something.
yeah, and I'll be like, you know what I'm saying? I'll be like,
Blue Chris not that expensive.
it's not that expensive,
But it's not.
But a lot of people haven't been because they assume that the plates are too high and shit like that.
It's
So they'll be like,
overpriced,
I ain't gonna go. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely would hit with the you ever been there before line.
I think that's like a 1 month date. Like
That's a.
I
we
think
in
you
a
have to
relationship
work
date.
your way
That's
Yeah,
a we in
there.
a relationship
Yeah,
date.
yeah. I think that's more so. All right, you're not going anywhere for a while. Let's
Yeah.
start doing
Yeah,
some
like,
nice
I can do
nice
some.
shit,
I can
yeah.
spend some money for real. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying like y'all gotta fucking go and sit in the McDonald's parking lot for the first
And people
date,
gotta
but-
stop acting like if it's not a fucking $500 date, it's not a date.
No,
Yeah.
that's
I hate
wrong.
that shit. I hate that shit. Like
The chicks that say Applebee's ain't a date. Or
that's
something like
exactly where I
Some
was
people
going.
actually really like the food
Fam,
at Applebee's.
I like Applebee's food.
Yeah,
I
like
legit like it.
Me too.
The shit is good.
Like real shit.
I wanted to go there yesterday, but it was too crowded. So
What the fuck is so special about yesterday?
She's one to go.
it was just.
No, I mean, why was Applebee's so crowded?
It was Saturday.
It's
They're
Saturday.
crowded it on Saturdays.
Yeah.
So
For some reason, I always go to the Applebee's during the week.
it's not as crowded. So on that note, being that he said, "Is she comfortable paying half?" and the reason he gave, do you think he was truthful or he was just being cheap?
No, if he worded like that, I can only take it for face value. If he say like we're both here on a trial basis. I don't want to financially invest too much on my own because we might go on another date. Well, if I pay for 3 dates and
like
they never
this.
go anywhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
3 dates like this and they never go
Yeah.
anywhere.
That's
I'm
why.
just feeding you.
That's why
you know what I'm saying?
the first date I prefer to be the one who asks first, just so I can pick the place.
Mm-hmm.
You mean? Sometimes I might just be genuinely interested in spending some time with you, but I'm not gonna come out of nowhere and be like, "Oh, let's go to the Moshaloo."
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
Let's go to the
No,
fucking chart house.
no, we're not doing that. So yeah, bitch.
You don't think he was being cheap?
I'm not spending 400.
I don't think it was
Well,
being cheap.
I
I don't think he's being cheap. I don't think he's being cheap.
He was being cheap.
Why? Is that not a reasonable explanation, though?
You could still say something and it sound reasonable.
That's what I'm saying.
See
Yeah.
me?
I don't think that maybe he was truthful. Why? To me, like even Will
Even Will.
said,
Even Will.
Bitch.
She's lowering the standards
But
to
it-
even Will.
well, no, being that we say he's a male chauvinist, whatever, right?
Oh, I'm still a male chauvinist.
I know, but I'm saying even as a male chauvinist, you
Don't forget-
say that if you asked her to go on a date, he would pay.
Right.
So you don't think he lying just because he was being cheap?
Well, you gotta remember, I have a very intricate fucking way of thinking. So,
Well, for me, if he said, "Am I comfortable paying half?" I wouldn't even go on a date.
But what if he said that
Wow.
at the date? Like even if he would have said no, he probably still would have paid the full thing anyway. But what if that's his way of evaluating to see if the person
Yeah.
in life is
What
willing
if you
to
be
even
like,
be
yeah, that's
50-50?
fine.
Like
And
maybe
then-
he's looking to settle
and then,
down.
and then when
it's
the
like-
bill comes, you like, no.
No, you don't worry about it.
I was
Like the
just-
conversation happens.
I was just seeing
like,
where
that's
you
what I'm
was
saying.
at with it.
There's a
you
lot
know?
of context you can place around that.
Yeah,
If you
and
leave
then
it-
he was setting up a test. And how about my
Why not?
test?
'Cause you're-
If he was being a gentleman, he wasn't being a gentleman from the.
That doesn't mean he's not being a gentleman.
Oh, you're being toxic.
I think he was being cheap.
Yes!
He was being cheap.
It's not me this time. No, BB, you can't say that.
You
It doesn't
can't
make
say-
him any less of a gentleman if he
can't-
wants to go Dutch on the first date.
But he asked her to go.
Fine. What I'm saying is the same way. No. I'm only going.
You
off
see what I mean?
No.
though? He
But I agree
asked
with
her
that.
to go.
I agree with that. If he asked her to go, he should pay. What I'm saying, but if he just even if he was going to pay, period, him bringing it up, like you said, you're testing to see if he's going to be a gentleman, and he's testing to see because he can be looking for a life partner, and if you're not willing to go half on dinner, you're not going to be willing to go half on bills. You're not going to be willing to go half on a future, because that's minute. That's so small. Like. If we go to Applebee's, it's 2 for $20, and I'm like, yo, like, can we just go half? And you're like, the fuck I look like? You're like, yo, one.
What, you want $10?
That's what I'm saying. But even if you be like mad about it, you know what I'm saying? Like, you might pull it out, oh, that's cool, and you're like, nah, I'm fucking with you, and give it back. That could have been a situation.
That's a mito. We're only taking
Right.
it for face value.
I
like you
agree.
said.
No, I agree.
Yeah,
I'm just
My-
going off the fact that he asked her to go.
one of my biggest things were, and I feel like this is a super slept on fucking a super slept on logic when dating in a relationship, anything. I'm not suggesting we do anything unless I'm prepared to cover it. Because everybody's not built the same. So who's to say what's in your budget is in that girl's? You mean, like, you may feel like all right, let's go to a somewhat
Like
expensive,
Cheesecake
nice
Factory or
place.
something.
Yeah. So she might only have Applebee's money. So I'm not gonna put her or us in a position where it's awkward or something like that by assuming that she can foot the bill. It was my idea. Don't invite me anywhere unless you're prepared to cover everything.
And that's kind of
Right.
the same
No,
thing
I
where
agree with that.
I was going.
I agree with
and
that,
like,
though.
if let's say we like each other the second date, I might be like, okay, yeah, I don't mind paying half for that. You don't
Why
have
can't
to
you pay for the second date?
Yeah,
period?
the first date, I'm pretty sure it's
I'm
not
saying if
really.
he
it's-
asked
it-
to
it-
go
it-
Dutch.
it's
Right.
not really a good look to go Dutch on the first date
It's,
Yeah.
it's not.
because
That's what I'm saying. He was
It's
cheap.
not.
no,
listen,
it,
I'm not.
I'm cheap.
Yeah, I'm
But-
not disagreeing with you saying that. It's just
The only thing I disagree
because
was
it's
her
so
saying
vague.
that makes him less of a gentleman.
Right,
It
yeah.
doesn't make him less of a gentleman
because
at all.
because the question is so vague and wide open, we can spin it 50 different ways. So I'm trying to keep it in the realm of he asked her.
And I'm saying.
So I'm saying, so if he asked her, he should pay. Period.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's that
as
simple.
far as
But I still don't think it's being cheap if he asked her and pulled the Dutch route. I don't think it's being cheap. He
during the deep dig, but like she said,
yeah,
face value.
Yeah, for on face value, then
yeah,
it's always cheap to ask somebody else
face
to pay
value. But when you get into it, how, who, what, when, where, and why, that's when different aspects can pop up.
See, I already started evaluating as soon as he said that. I'm already evaluating.
But that's after dinner. So how did you feel all the way up to that point? If that,
no, I'm
say if the date was great.
He said it prior to. Let's say he said prior to.
You probably wouldn't even go on a date then.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. That
now, okay, so that's new context. And now if he asked that before even going on the date, you have an opportunity to say, do I still want to go on this date or not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I'm on the table, I'm gonna pay
But you
half.
gotta remember,
these
days,
yeah,
the females, they get into it. So they fuck her and be like, I got it.
Yeah, but then they'll be on their fucking Snapchat or Instagram with a picture of their plates or something. It's the last time going out with this nigga. You know what I'm saying? I had to pay half. What kind of gentleman is that? It'd be shit like that.
Yeah, I prefer to not go on dates unless it's gonna be like on some shit where like I can afford to do it again right after. Because with me, I learned two things. One, restaurant alcohol is expensive, and two, I cannot go to a restaurant without drinking. So you already know. If I invite you out, there's about to be some paper getting thrown around. So with that being said,
so I wasn't that toxic.
I would only be
that toxic.
What's that?
She said she wasn't that toxic. She brung it down a little bit. It's a sprinkle.
With that being said, I don't even think that I should be, anybody who knows me, I don't think that I would be taken serious when I would ask some shit like that. Because one thing about me, I don't do new females. You know what I mean? Like, I don't meet new females. Most of the time, I just take them out the friend zone, or I get taken out the friend zone, and we go from there. So they already know me. You know what I mean? So
going Dutch at that point is easy.
Yeah.
It's like whatever.
Yeah.
Or they just want to take you out and they're like, no, let's go and I'll pay for it. You don't even get to say nothing sometimes, and they'll be like, they'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
I have never met a fucking female that said that to me.
They'll pay for it.
Yep.
Need both your hands back.
Okay.
So off the back of that, first date's over.
Mm-hmm.
Fifth date's over or whatever. What are your, now with that person, all the dates went how you wanted them to go perfectly. What are the couple goals? Like what are you trying to build now from that point?
Me?
Just period. Both of y'all.
From the date? What are we trying to
build?
build?
With that person. No, you're in a relationship now.
Mm-hmm.
You done went on 8 dates.
8 dates is all it takes to get in a relationship?
It might only take one. Shit.
Well, I feel like it depends
take
what
one
you're
date and some
looking
dick,
for
and
when
then
you start.
Yo, not for nothing, dog. I swear to God, that's how all my relationships start.
Like that sometimes.
I lay dick and boom. You ain't going nowhere, nigga.
It's over. So you got a girlfriend? Yes. You, obviously, because you're asking me, and that's where you want to take this.
What I would be looking for?
Like now, like once now, like what are just in general, like what are your couple goals? Like what were your couple goals going into your relationship with your husband?
Well, after I first when I start dating, I look for their moral value, morals are the same, as mine, what they want out of life. So obviously, if you date to court someone, you want them to be compatible with the same thing that you want out of life. So, like a life partner, you want to work together, to build, to have home, to raise your children well, things like that.
Simple.
Yeah, simple. Because I don't think
So
there's
basically,
a perfect relationship. Like, you're gonna have bumps in the road. You can't be like, I don't want him to be this and this, because you gotta accept them with their flaws and all.
Right.
Hey, Flaws and all, this is the theme for the podcast so far.
You know, you can't be like he
That's
had
like the fucking daily double.
Yeah.
he has to be perfect, you know, but the base of the man has to be good, you know. He has to have good morals,
foundation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, be a gentleman, you know, things like that, things that you would see him being a good father. Those are important things to me. And then the
I am a
rest,
terrible father.
the
good
rest
provider,
I
terrible
could
father.
work on along the way. You know, it's more so finding someone that I want to spend a lot of time with, and me being able to be around that person for more than 2 hours without like wanting to like kill him, you know?
Yo,
Fair
why
enough.
do I feel attacked?
Fair enough. I don't know.
Because I can only do one weekend with him. One day a week.
I feel
A
attacked.
couple hours a week.
But no, not even, nigga, because it's never any more than an hour out the week that she's attacking me. Then she comes out of
Like, I've been good
like,
today. I even took a
So
bitch
far.
away. Don't make me give it back.
because there you go. But she only took the bitch away because I showed growth.
That's it. Hey,
The
Yeah.
fuck?
you want equal growth?
She wants equality.
Fair enough.
Nah,
So that's
but
what would you want out of after the 8th relationship?
Eighth date.
8th date.
The
That's
eighth
what I meant.
relationship, you just want some peace.
I meant 8th
I feel
date.
like 8 failed relationships is the equivalent of 2 divorces.
4. Depending on how long.
4 divorces?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
So what do you want? You just live in the moment, don't you?
No.
After
no.
21.
You'd be surprised, yo. I'm really like, what do you call that shit? I think deep into that. Like, in reference to what y'all was saying about going half and shit like that. The reason that I would pull some shit like that is because if I really see myself with this person, like in the future or whatever, you know that certain shit comes with a relationship on a financial note, like when you buy a house. You don't have a landlord to fix the shit that breaks in your crib. So if something breaks in the crib, you want to at least know that this person would be willing to help you out because it's you guys' home. It's not just your home. You mean, like, it could be some shit as little as a mill, or it could be some shit like a main water pipe in the fucking house that broke, and we know what you know the ticket that run.
Yeah. Like, imagine being in a relationship and your girl don't want to pay for shit. Like, nothing. Like, you pay for her nails, her hair, blah, 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 stuff like that. And you and for some time, you're thinking, like, oh, I'm cool with that. I'm pampering my girl, blah, blah, blah. And that's how you seen it because she's conditioning you that way. Because she's also, you know what I'm saying? She's, like, gloating and telling her friends, my man's so great, blah, blah, blah. Then a water pipe bust and she hits you with the, like, nigga, that's a fucking man's job. You'll be like,
All right, well,
you'll be like,
I'm gonna go to my
what?
sister's for the weekend so I can shower and shit.
Right, you'll be
Meanwhile,
like,
you in
what?
this joint with no water, and you got a $4,500 ticket on that shit. You mean, and
that's crazy.
all you can do,
that's the shit most men try to avoid.
all you can do is kick yourself in the ass because you saw it coming for something as little as a fucking dinner date. You mean, like, you saying I'm living in the moment is nuts. I am hands down one of the most tactical niggas when it comes to being in a relationship, and that might have been
I didn't
my
say
fucking
like
problem.
you were. I said I was like.
You assumed?
No, just saying. Do you?
Not
Not assuming. I
sounded
was
like an assumption.
asking. I was asking.
Fuck it, I'll take
Are
the
you
other
more-
bitch. I'm about to start attacking you.
I was asking. Are you more of living in the
I'm-
moment?
I'm
Or you
extremely
think about-
the opposite of that, especially if I like you, because I don't have any intentions on being the 40-year-old boyfriend. You mean, like, I know I said that I didn't want to get married, but
If it's the right one.
if it's gonna happen, then I'm definitely making sure that it's gonna be my first and last marriage, because my biggest fear in life is divorce. My old biggest fear was child support. I've been through that for 8 years
So then
already.
you're like, oh,
I can
whatever.
do that. You
Yeah,
mean, like, I'm
yeah,
good.
It's cash.
But
Ain't nothing.
divorce, we talking assets. We talking.
Possibly. You can sign a prenup if you're rich or broke. Doesn't
For sure.
matter.
For sure. I'm not getting married.
If
Without-
you feel like you need it.
I'm not getting married without a prenup, period. I don't give a fuck how much I trust and love you. I'm not getting married without a prenup. But these prenups be having a little bit of fine print on them these days.
What would your prenup say?
Yeah, like if you ever like were caught cheating or something like that.
I'm
or
not
she
worried
didn't-
about
You
that.
got a prenup?
Huh?
You have a prenup? Me neither.
You think BiBi was getting married without a prenup?
She said no, she don't have one.
I know. I mean, with a prenup, my bad.
No.
Why you say it like that?
Because, like, you be the first one to
I don't
say
have one. I feel like I'm a person who would have one.
you don't have one.
No.
You a fucking idiot.
So why? Wait, why would you think I would have?
Because, well, for one, you automatically jump to the nigga being cheap if you wanted to go Dutch on the first date. Two, you express clearly that the only thing that you were concerned about with women's equal rights were wages. And three,
Not the only thing, but whatever.
the main thing.
But wages are messed up.
Yeah, we agree.
But we can go back to that episode.
We agree. We agree on that.
Will's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
trying to agree.
no,
But anyway,
no. I think he agreed that the money doesn't match up, but
Yeah.
there are
Yeah.
good reasons why some of it should.
But there are
That's all.
there are a lot of successful women in the world. So I mean, a lot of y'all should just buckle down and do what y'all gotta do, like they did. But aside from
Or
that,
get niggas that don't want to sign prenups and they get rich and you divorce them for the first thing they do and get billions like fucking
Jeff Bezos' ex-wife,
Yeah, she got
36 of them Jones.
billion.
God damn it.
She got richer than Oprah overnight. This is some bullshit.
Damn. Shout out to Jeff for not committing suicide.
Why? He still was worth way more
Don't
than
matter.
when he.
Don't matter.
It's like to
Don't
him
matter.
it was like, oh, that was all they asked for. I thought that was going. Whew, I thought that was going to take half. You know what I'm saying? Like he was like, that was it. That's not even
Nigga.
close to half. I'll get that back next year.
Given our previous interactions and shit like that, I don't have you down for somebody who would be getting married with a prenup outside of looking at it as a courtesy. I feel like BiBi or a woman that shows what BiBi has showed us would only sign
If
a
they
prenup
asked.
like this when they sign it.
If your husband would have asked you for a prenup, would you have signed it?
Did he? But you said you wouldn't have signed it?
no, because you
Why
have
not?
trust issues. He didn't really have anything when we started, though. We built what we
No,
had
that's cool.
together.
That's cool. But so let's say, see, that's different. So let's say like, I don't know, because I don't know him, so I can't really place a scenario. But say whatever he was doing in life, whatever work he was doing, whatever the case may be.
Whatever he had prior to our marriage,
Right.
I would have signed a prenup for.
Right, that's what I'm saying. But what if that whatever he had before y'all got married, after you guys got married, bloomed into like this $1 million or $1 billion thing? You see what I'm saying? Like afterwards. So that's why some people don't want to sign prenup, because like say like me, I had my business before I got married, and it's like I could have been like, yo, sign a prenup, because if this joint take off, like I ain't trying to be splitting with you if we end up breaking up. But I'm like, that's nothing. Because I think I'm a little, yeah. I think I'm a little more protected in that area because I have business partners as well. So it's like you can't fucking
You can't
take the
really
business
take
from
it.
them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those kind of things. But just in those
Yeah,
situations, I look at shit like
Way to filter the funds.
gotta wash the money somehow. I can't get the laundromat.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I see what you did there.
prenups are a little.
Yeah, Tommy.
It depends. Like, I always think it depends on what they have going into the relationship, and I feel like anybody who wants a piece of something, even if the evaluation of it was at $0 before we got together or got married, and we had this long relationship, and you want a piece of all of the things that I was building before you, that I just continued to build and became super successful, that's kind of trash to me. That's like super trash.
But to have
For someone to want to take half of something that I was already doing before
Yeah.
either our relationship or even before our marriage started, I think it's a little.
Yeah,
disgusting.
it's selfish, I think.
Yeah, I think it is, because that's like him coming. Like if the things you do in life, you take off, you be a
And then you
interior
be like, no,
decorator
it's
or whatever,
mine.
and you become millionaires, and then y'all get a divorce. He's gonna come and they come after you. The crazy thing about that in this toxic ass society is if a man comes after the
I
woman
love that word,
after it, it's like he's a fucking pussy.
Piece of
Tell him to
shit.
get a
He a
fucking
cheap
job.
bastard.
Like when Mary J. Blige's husband was like, "Yo, I need bread. I'm used to this lifestyle. You rich, I'm not. I was living off of you. We get a divorce. I need bread."
Man,
It was
sounds
like-
fucking awful.
But I'm saying it was like, and everybody was like,
It is a double
"Tell that
standard.
motherfucker, he a grown ass man." First thing they say, he a grown ass man. Get a job. It's like, bruh, He was used to a lifestyle that she was providing for him with her millions of
He
dollars.
still ain't shit.
Why? Women do it every day. They get alimony, child support, half of everything or a quarter of everything, depending on how much money you got. And most women and these dick eating ass niggas out here would be like, well, she used to that lifestyle, so that's what you do. As a man, you're supposed to be able to provide for, especially if she got the kids. You like, yo,
I hate those type
I
niggas.
fucking hate, yo. Every time I go in the
those
post with
type
these
niggas,
dudes, I be
yo.
like, yo, I wish this was like a face-to-face debate so I can punch you in your shit. Cause
Yeah,
you are
Ed,
a pussy.
get fucking
Yo,
violent.
I hate
Yes.
it, yo. I really
Tired
hate
of being the only violent one.
I hate it. I hate seeing. This is what I hate seeing. I hate seeing single niggas fishing for pussy on Facebook comments
Talking about
couples.
relationships and
I
shit
hate
like
it.
that.
I
Why
hate
the
it.
fuck aren't you like this?
I hate it.
Why
you
aren't
single?
you like this?
Why you
Exactly.
single? Because you're a pussy. That's why you're single. And most women don't like this. Sounds good on Facebook. You get with them like, oh, you really a pussy for real, like for real. I'm good.
Yeah.
And I don't want to go half on this date.
Call me a non-gentleman if you want.
Did we ever talk about while BiBi was here? Did we ever talk about bills and shit like that?
I don't know. Probably not.
Well, fuck it. We won't today.
Yeah, don't get me angry when I come back. Say no.
Nah, we don't want you to be mad.
I'm just kidding.
She comes back with the threats. You smoke a little weed in Vermont?
No.
That shit got you back on
That Vermont air.
Motherfucker, say it again.
So
Be
I have.
ready.
Do you want me to go into the next question?
Let's flow.
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
Let's
so
flow.
these are questions. Would you date someone that would treat you like a king, but you aren't physically attracted to them?
No.
You wouldn't.
No. A physical attraction for me is a must. I don't care if you look worse than my ex, but I have to be somewhat attracted to you. Like the girl who I'm seeing
Talking
what's
to?
going on with now, she is taller than me.
The girl that's making you realize a little bit about life. I like her
She's
already.
taller than you.
A
And
lot
how do you
taller.
feel?
No, she's an inch taller than me.
Okay,
Oh, that's not bad.
I've always had short girls.
Well, you better start wearing Timbs all the time.
No, you fucking nuts.
Double souls.
Double
I ain't gonna be wearing no butt naked.
Double soul doctor shows.
Nah, like it's out of my realm. You mean like it's out of my realm.
That's like right there though.
Yeah, but sometimes you need to go out of your realm so that what you can.
That's where I'm
see.
going. That's where I'm going with it. I can't say automatically no, but don't get me wrong, man. If you treat me like a fucking god, but you look like Warren Sapp, I'm cool. Like fuck
No, you're not.
that, huh?
No, you're not.
What do you
I'm
mean?
gonna let you finish, but I'm gonna tell you why you're not cool.
I would love to hear why I'm not. Me being how I am, I don't know if you want to call it experienced or jaded. But what I do know is it will not work if she's not sexually satisfied. And I also know that she will not be sexually satisfied if I'm not attracted to her.
Okay.
So that's that. It may be, we may have a good little 90-day run before I just start being fucking repulsed. But other than that, that's a trial period for me, 90 days. So you're shaking
ready?
your head no.
Are you ready?
How am I full of shit?
Go ahead,
How
elaborate.
the fuck did you get to 90 days to somebody you're not attracted to in the first place?
Because it wasn't fucking that much.
No. How did you get to 90 days? How did you get to the first day with someone you're not attracted to in the first
Because
place?
new me is looking at the inside.
Okay, so now you're a liar. But what I'm
What
saying
you mean?
is
No bullshit, bro.
physical. Okay, so the girl you met is an inch taller than you and she ugly?
Fuck no.
Exactly. So physical attraction first because it's the first thing you see. You can't escape that.
Okay.
And if you're in your mind, you already know you can't fuck with somebody who ugly because you're not gonna be sexy
But
attracted.
you said physically or sexually attracted?
physically,
Oh, physically.
which kind of it turns into sexual attraction too.
Sexual,
Yeah, for sure.
So
for sure.
you have
Like,
to be
like me and old girl, we haven't had sex yet.
okay,
You mean so?
but you're still sexually attracted.
I'm
to her.
for sure. I'm
Okay.
gonna knock that shit down once I get the chance. But yeah,
But that's what I'm. So what I'm saying is to make it anywhere to someone who's treating you like this king, it has to already have been a relationship.
or maybe ugly bitches is just that thorough.
You have to. It still has to have been.
I got
a
ugly
relationship.
female friends.
But they're not.
If she
treating-
invites
they're
me
not-
over,
they're not
if she
treating you
invites
like
me
a
over
king.
for dinner and a foot rub, I'm going, nigga. Fuck is you talking about?
And this
You're
is
lying.
why he's a true fuck
I'm,
boy.
why I'm what?
A true fuck boy.
Yeah, that's my answer.
What?
My answer. For,
What?
For 400 is that
Time
you're
the
lying.
fuck out. Time the fuck out. Wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute,
It's
yo.
toxic.
Wait, but I admit to being toxic. It's BiBi that's
Fair
full
enough.
of shit.
Fair enough.
Now,
She said she's a little. She bore her bar down.
No,
she
she's-
said.
all right, fine. For the sake of saving the bitches, please,
Excuse
BiBi,
me?
spare me on the bitches. I'm saying like being called a bitch.
Yeah.
I already took off a bitch.
Yeah, you got one. You gotta keep it. Though I'm proud of you.
I hear you. I have unattractive female friends. Wait, do I? Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I got two. I got
her name?
two female friends that shut up.
Stop fucking with you.
I can never be that toxic.
That's to
nigga.
him.
Fucking nuts.
That's too bad.
He said, listen, I'm toxic. I ain't that toxic. Nah, but what I'm saying is that physical attraction,
It's
you have to
important.
get past the physical attraction, even based on what you said, to allow them to even treat you like a king. So if you got to that point, it's too late.
It could be a hot boy summer.
It
It could be a hot boy summer, dog.
It's too late, but those be the ones.
Hot boy summers.
They be the ones that end up keeping you. If you let them get that far, they already in.
All right, so you need to rephrase your question.
No, that's our
and
question.
saying,
No, that's
would-
our question.
Could you be with somebody who treats you like a king but aren't physically attracted to and be faithful?
No.
That's the question.
I hate you.
All right.
And how about
Oh man,
Um,
Ed gonna say no. Shut up, bitch. You got a pretty wife upstairs.
Man, so no, I can't be with anybody who we wouldn't even be able to get to that point because I am big on physical attraction from like initial.
But you ain't big on morals. You a piece of shit. Your hat says lit right now.
I'm lit.
Yeah.
I think
I was-
he likes
I
some
was-
type of morals.
I was
Yeah,
lit
I have
too.
morals.
Don't let Ed fool you.
I'm talking
I
about what he likes in women, though.
Yeah.
Don't let Ed fool you.
He's been fooling me all this time.
No.
I've been bamboozled.
He's good for it, man.
I'm
Listen,
outstanding.
I'm gonna tell you the main type of man that you cannot trust.
light skinned niggas.
Nope. Along with being a light skinned nigga, he's a bartender.
So physical attraction is important to both of you.
Yeah.
It's mandated.
It doesn't. It's not gonna allow me to initially get to know who you are.
I need to be
I'm not gonna
seen
be
with you.
interested. I'm not even that. I don't care about that. I have
I
to
do.
have these. We're not even gonna be able to have these conversations for me to get to know you because there was no attraction for me to spark the conversation or care about the conversation. You see what I'm saying? Now what happens is you see a lot of people who like get caught up with some girl at their job or something, but because they've been working together for 3-4 years or some
They
shit like
build some
that,
kind of
and they
chemistry.
build a rapport because they see this person every day. They may not be
I see
super
where you're
attractive,
going with it. That's
and
true.
they end up having a
That's definitely
relationship
true.
because they cool. They friends now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like he said, he got friends that might not be that attractive, but he might be super cool with them when they chill people. I'm not saying they can bag him, but it's more of a it's
No,
more of a
they can't.
chance for them to do it versus a stranger because they have a rapport at the very least. You know what I'm saying? So that's for me. It's like that. Like I'm not gonna go to the club and bag the ugly John. I'm not that shallow. I'm not just trying to get laid by anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So those like all of those morals stand with me now. It makes men sound shallow, and it makes a lot of women sound bullshit when they say, "Oh, it's about no, he's a good man." I'm like, listen, you're a 10. Your dude's 385 pounds and he's ugly, but he owns a business, drive a Benz. I know why you're there. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way you're gonna walk into that situation not knowing what he got.
Wait a minute. I might have to recant my whole fucking thing. You want to know why? Because of what you just said. How the bitch is bad as shit. And she fucking with somebody who, you mean, is not attractive at all. No bullshit. 3 relationships ago, my ex literally told me that my personality got her wet. And I'm like, huh? She was like, I was not attracted to you at all. Like, you were not even the least bit attracted to me. Attractive to me. But kicking it around you and shit like that, you turn me on with your personality and shit like that. So who's to say that shit won't go the other way?
No, you just literally said what I've been saying the whole time.
No.
I did.
No.
You being around somebody, you build this rapport in a relationship because they get to know
But
who
she
you
was
are.
around me and not. She was around me and not attracted to me. You said
Which
you
is like
can't
the-
be.
which-
You
which
said
is-
you
no,
can't
no,
be
no,
around
no, no,
somebody
which
and
is-
not be attracted to them.
Which is like the girl at your job who you've been working with for 3-4 years, who you're not
Yeah, but
physically
you just
attracted
said that.
to.
You said the whole time. You tried to kill me on my other point. You just popped out with that like maybe.
Well,
80 seconds ago.
deeper into the conversation, yeah.
You should have said that from the beginning. I would have changed my stance on it immediately.
But I'm giving different scenarios in where someone who's not physically
That was the
attractive
best
with you initially could end up being in a relationship to end up being treated like a king versus anything else. Is most of those situations are like that. Like where it's like somebody you knew. You're not bagging me ugly. You're not bagging me and you're ugly.
And she did bag me. I didn't even bag her. But you know what's crazy? After that, she said, and then I got physically attracted to you.
That's her though. We asked about you.
Full of shit, or I've never been put in that situation.
I wasn't fully attracted to my husband when we met.
Do you?
How long did it take you?
Do you
before
have a
actually
type?
got into a relationship?
We didn't have sex even till like 3 months after we started talking.
Right. What made you?
That's a good time.
Huh?
What made you start talking to him?
Wait.
How long did you know him before y'all started talking?
I was introduced to him from a friend of mine that I used to work with.
Okay. All right. So they was the plug.
They was the plug.
Yeah, they was the plug. So in that situation, I feel like you gave it a chance because your friend introduced this friend or whatever he was to that friend. So that all right, in that type of situation too, it's like I don't have to be initially physically attracted to them, at least not fully. You know what I'm saying? Because
you're doing that for
it's like a blind date.
Yeah,
It's like a blind date pretty much. You set me up, I'm gonna check it out. You vouch for this guy, saying he's a good guy. I'll check it out. But that's still going in with some type of information. I'm talking about like on the gun bus. Like if y'all was walking down the street and he tried to bag you, you might not have said. You might have been like,
nah,
I'm cool.
You know what's crazy?
So circumstances.
I really feel like that whole walking down the street and bagging somebody thing. I think that shit is dead. I don't think that shit happens
like
anymore.
In the 90s.
It happens for
way
Africans
younger
with
people.
money and fat ugly guys leaning up against their bins. Or teens, or teenagers.
Yeah,
It works for
Yeah,
them too.
I feel
I
like
see
that's-
I see it all
feel
the time
like
on
that's
South
more
Street
so
because I'm
a
down there all the
teenager
time.
thing. Like, I can't remember the last time I've ever seen it. Your work.
Like, yeah, women hate that, and men hate.
I don't even think they hate it. I just think like
It's annoying.
The internet made them over it.
it made it seem like that's corny, and it's like we've been bagging you on like that for 15,000 years. Whatever the yurt mean, it means something in all different languages throughout the timeline. We've been doing it. It's like a mating call. You can't get mad at the birds for fucking ruffling their feathers out. That's what they do. You can't be like, that shit played out now. You know what I mean? You can't be like, you gotta put your feathers down. Don't put them up. No, nigga, I'm gonna still put them up. You just gotta figure out how. And I'm gonna shake them this time. Like, you don't fucking know. It's crazy. They still into it. They just don't. They don't want to be felt like I'm corny for getting bagged with a corny line. That's what they don't want to feel like. They want to feel like you went over.
Man,
You went over.
let one
and
of these
above.
bitches hit me with a corny line. I'm biting.
Yeah, that's fine. But to us,
I'm biting.
But we see humor in that shit. You see what I'm saying? It's
I'll
different.
get that feeling of nostalgia and I'll feel young again, nigga. Fuck
Yeah.
you talking about, oh, wait, this shit worked.
You're-
Oh, I still got it.
They gonna hit you with
Ha!
the yurt. They gonna hit you with the
I
yurt.
know. Back in the day, I used to hear that. Hey, and then from the black guys, they're like, hey, mami chuleta. You be like,
And that's the only Spanish they know. That's the only Spanish they knew.
Hey,
That
mommy chuleta.
That's all they
Bitch,
knew.
I ain't no pork chop.
That's all they knew.
You calling me fat? These days, these bitches so sensitive.
That's what I'm saying.
You calling me fat?
That's all they saying. It's crazy.
Drawn.
so I'm gonna go right into the next one. So see physical attraction is important to you guys. So, the next one. Would you disturb two people having sex if your charger was look at him put his phone away real quick?
Would you what?
Would you disturb two people having sex if your charger was in the room and your battery was on 2%?
Fuck yeah.
Damn.
Yo.
Good question.
Instantly.
Listen, don't mind me. I just need this jump.
Instantly. You should have locked it, bro. Like, that's me.
Put it under the door.
No.
No.
If I got to walk in the room, I'm in and I'm out.
No, if your door is locked,
It's over for the charger because you ain't getting
no,
it to
man.
me. I
If
know.
your door is locked, I'm cock blocking.
Yeah,
Yo, give me my fucking charger, dog.
Yeah.
Fuck this shit you got going on. My shit about to check. I'm trying to get like you.
So put yourself in the other end. Would you open the door for them?
Quickly.
Yep.
Quickly?
So you won't keep knocking on the door.
Absolutely.
You would.
Hold on, babe.
Yeah, I'm hitting it with the key.
Hun,
You
nigga.
know what I mean? Keep it wet for me real quick. Back to the.
I'll come back with a little space.
I mean, like, the fuck? Turn away from the fan. Turn away from the fan. Right. Turn away from the fan.
Yeah. I hate that
Like,
fucking
stand in the
fan.
blanket.
Yeah, the fan
Stand in
can
the
make
blanket.
Yo,
it
it's
dry.
the most inconvenient shit ever, dog. I swear to God. But it's a catch-22 for me because I hate being hot. I
sweat it out.
cannot run hot, bro. I hate that shit.
can sweat
I
it out.
hate sweaty sex.
I just need a good fan angle.
Yeah,
it just can't be down in the
It can't be in the area.
like,
Yeah.
let that shit stay around her head.
It's over for you.
So my
I
last
got
question.
erectile dysfunction. You do some shit like that to me. What's wrong with that nigga? His dick don't work. No, bitch, you had that fan blowing right on my nuts. Like, the fuck wrong with you? The fuck?
So my last question is, do you have a fetish? If so, elaborate.
You know what's funny? I just was having this conversation.
With your wife?
No, I was having this conversation.
Don't have it with anybody else.
I was having this conversation.
Damn, I'm on some booby shit.
Right. Yeah, I was having this conversation because somebody was talking about how somebody they knew had like a foot fetish, and I was like, I don't have like, if I was to say I had a fetish, it would have to be vagina because I'm not into all this other freak shit. Like I'm not into the fishnet stockings and lace and feet and like I either it's something I've never experienced to give me that oh shit that shit really turned me on, or I'm just like vanilla so to speak, and I just like nah, it's just vagina.
Yeah.
Just simple.
Yeah, it's simple. Cause I feel like at the end of the day, I'm not fucking your feet. I'm not gonna fuck your knees or your lace stockings or sniff panties. I'm not in the like. It don't gross me out from other people that do that shit thing, but I'm like, it's kind of weird too. It's like, or people niggas getting their nuts stomped on. Some people really like that shit.
Or
Yeah, shit like
being
that. It's
peed
like
on.
all that. None of that shit makes me feel like when someone even say it, it doesn't make me feel like, maybe I should try it. Like it doesn't. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm like when people, even when chicks be like, I'm about to go cop this new lingerie type shit. I'm like.
And it doesn't turn you on
I
any
kind of
bit.
don't care. I want you to take it off anyway.
I don't really give a shit about lingerie.
Yeah.
Either.
Like it's cool, but my thing is this: are you gonna sleep in that? Like, is that what you sleep in all the time? If you're only gonna wear it so I can
If we
take it
filthy
off,
rich,
you gotta wear that shit in the house all the
I'm
time.
buying you at least like fucking 4 months worth of lingerie
Yeah,
that you can
that's
just
what,
switch
that's
up
what you
every
wear.
fucking day.
That's what you wear.
Don't wear shit else.
That's your housewear. Those are your pajamas.
Yeah.
But if it's just like you're gonna put it on,
Just don't snap the
You
bottom.
go, like,
Keep
imagine-
that shit unsnapped.
this is how I, this is how I look at it. You go out on a date, right? You go back to wherever, the house, the hotel, whatever type of person you are, if you're in a relationship or not, and in between that date versus just getting in the shower, like, oh, I'm gonna go hop in the shower real quick and then come out. You get in the shower, you get the fuck out, you put on lingerie. Now I gotta take more time to get some ass because I gotta take that shit off you too.
Yo, lingerie
You know what I'm
is
saying?
fucking annoying.
That shit
dog.
gotta have two fucking
Why just
snaps
not-
like a bodysuit at the bottom.
And
and
then
I'm
you
with
gotta
it.
put a
There is
whole
some
thing
with a
over the
hole.
body.
Yeah,
Yo,
I'll take it. I'll take it.
You'll take
I'll
it.
take
If
it.
it
God
has a hole
forbid
in
she
it.
got a fucking
I'll take
garter
it.
belt on.
I'll take it. Like, listen, don't put your heels back on if you plan on taking them back off. I'm fucking you in the heels now. That's it. That's
So
it.
no fetish.
I don't think I have a fetish. I have like things that I'm attracted to, but
Yeah,
I don't have a
that you
fetish.
desire more, yeah.
Yeah, it's like I'm not like, oh yeah, go put.
Do you have a
Go put them
fetish type
stockings on,
of
like-
porn?
I do.
Like what you prefer?
I
I think you said MILF, right?
I didn't say MILF.
You said
porn.
MILF last. Didn't he say
It
MILF
was
last
me.
time?
It was
It
me.
was him. It wasn't me.
It
I
was
didn't
me.
say it.
I love MILF
No,
porn,
I like
yo.
POV porn and
MILF,
shit.
yo, POV porn is fucking trash.
Here's why I like
What's
POV,
POV?
porn.
Point of view.
Oh,
Point of view. I don't need to see the guy's face and expression
Yeah.
and all. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to see all that.
But I need to see the girls.
She's
You
in
can
the
hear her,
POV,
right?
but she's in the she's normally
But
in the POV most of the time.
if it's legit POV, you can't see the face and her
No,
shit
no.
getting
Okay,
smashed.
okay. I like the POV when it's the guy's POV. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Oh, you mean when there's another guy over his shoulder with a camera?
Or they got the little fucking hero cam on their forehead type
Got
shit.
the
Like,
GoPro.
I like
They got a
that.
GoPro for
Yeah,
porn.
that's what I'm saying.
A GoPro.
Yeah, no, real shit. So I like that type. Like puts you in the view of the guy.
Yeah.
So I get to see the whole girl. I get to see her ass and all that shit like that. Like I don't need to see the whole guy. I don't need to see his facial expressions. I don't need to see him looking at the mirror. I don't need to see all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's bad enough you already got to see his dick, right?
Bad enough. Know what I
Yeah,
mean? And I don't have nothing against, like, I'm not like homophobic or anything like that. So, but and lesbian porn to me over time gets boring. It's like that's just
Lesbian
trash.
porn is corny as shit.
It's really corny. And I think
That shit is corny.
a lot of men who be like, I only watch lesbian porn. Is like, you're very homophobic, bro. Like you gotta,
I'm homophobic, but I
you
don't
gotta
like
relax.
fucking.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
gotta
like
relax a
lesbian
little
porn.
bit.
Yeah.
Like
I don't. I can't relate to that.
Yeah, relax.
I'm catching wagon some shit I can relate to.
Yeah, like don't. You know what I mean?
Like,
Will, you have any fetish?
MILF porn.
MILF porn?
Milf
Oh, wait.
porn is your fetish.
wait.
I'm about to say
No,
that's
no, no,
wild.
no.
You're like, yo,
I-
I gotta turn this on
I
real
thought
quick,
she,
baby.
yeah, bro. Man, listen. If you go on Pornhub, type in "mommy blows best." Man, you
So,
know.
why do you like the
You
MILF
know how they
porn?
say. You know. How,
mommy like mommy or mommy like MAMI? Like
No,
Spanish
mommy.
Like
Mommy.
your mom, like the stepchild.
you know.
shit,
You,
like,
you know how they
like
say.
mom
You know how they.
fucking
No.
stepson?
You know how they. No. For real. What really got me drew into it is the pun, because you know they say "mommy knows best."
Mm-hmm.
They flipped it to "mommy blows best." So I'm like, oh, that's fucking
I want
hilarious.
it.
And I fucking clicked it, and I was going down. I was like, yo, these old white women in the fucking porn industry bad as shit. And they
The
don't be
mom.
having no
They be
fucking
holding-
gag
they be-
reflex.
They
Like,
be holding. They 30 years in.
fam, listen, them bitches be going off. Like, that shit is lit. But like a personal fetish of mine, it's gonna sound weird.
That's
No.
normally what fetishes do.
Yeah, it's okay.
Chinky eyes, but not Asian.
No,
you
that's
just,
not.
So you just get
That's a
everybody high.
preference.
So you just get them all high.
No, man.
I don't think that's a fetish though. That's just a preference.
Yes.
No, a fetish, like a sexual fetish, not like a physical preference.
Like, do you like?
Like you're not trying to fucking. Well, you might be. You might be trying to bust shots in the eye, but that's
No,
not
no,
like
no,
your,
no.
that's not like your thing. Like, ooh, let me rub my dick across your eyelids. That's
you mean like
now
some-
that'd be a
That's
chinky
a-
eye fetish.
some abnormal shit, like on a sexual. All right, that's a fetish.
Do you like being tied up, beaten?
No. I actually had this conversation last night. I was like, yo, don't you fucking dare smack me.
Oh, he
You like-
got it.
you
Oh,
don't
he
like
know what
feet?
it is.
Yeah, that means he got one,
He
right?
know what it is. He got a couple. He's trying to think of. He's trying to think of the lightest one to tell us.
No. I'm not even 100%. I'm not even 110% sure that it's a fetish, but I love car sex.
Why? Because the excitement of being caught.
Probably.
You know what's crazy? Okay, I do have an excitement for being caught. It doesn't have to be car sex.
Mhm.
It doesn't have to be car sex. So I can relate to that.
Yeah.
I just didn't know if that was considered like a fetish.
I guess
Like,
it could be.
especially when like you hitting somebody that you're not supposed to be hitting.
Oh,
So
yeah,
you can't take 'em home?
Your fetish, yeah, it's a similar. So that if that's a fetish, then that's what I have. It's not the fear of getting caught. It's the excitement of
Excitement, yeah,
potentially
yeah.
being caught.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I don't give a long as
Yes.
it's not by kids. I don't care who it's
Huh?
caught by. Long as it's not being caught by kids.
Oh, I thought you said as long as it's not my kids. I'm like, what
no,
the
long
fuck are
as
you
it's not
talking
being
about?
caught by kids. Like that's just kind
Hey,
of
man,
like,
don't fucking scare me like that, man.
weird. No, that's like kind
Let
of
me
weird.
quit the podcast and fucking.
Like I feel
mess
like
up my
I
other
don't
head.
know. I would like, fucking in the movie theater, nosebleed section of empty basketball game type shit and all that
The
stuff.
airplane.
Yo, man, what the fuck is? Oh, the Mile High Club.
The Mile High Club. I've yet to join. I'll try.
The bathroom is a little tiny.
It is super tight. That's what she said. I would try it one day.
All right, so I guess we'll go back to our regularly.
Why the
scheduled
fuck are
program.
we the only ones answering these questions, yo?
It's
You're a
always
part
like
of the
that.
podcast
It's
too.
always like that.
He's married. What the fuck? He's answering shit.
I answered some questions.
Name
Oh.
one answer you gave us besides the fucking date
I
thing.
said I wasn't physically attracted to my husband
She
when we
is
first
that.
started.
And your
Oh,
fetish
yeah,
is.
you're right. My bad. All right.
My fetish?
Yeah, what's,
I don't have
what's
one.
your fetish?
That's fair enough. I don't really have one.
I don't have one.
You don't have the excitement of being.
I don't feel like there's. Wait, how long you been married?
I'll be 10 years.
Okay, there's no way that you're still married and you don't have a fetish. People don't stay married fucking with vanilla sex all crazy.
Yes, they do.
Do they? Well, you seem
Not
happy.
that she's saying that her sex is vanilla.
Yeah, I'm
She's
just saying I don't have a
some
fetish.
people do.
That not every time that I need to like be sexually aroused by it. No.
Not to most of the times your sexual like fetishes, they only come around every so often. That's how they stay your fetish.
No.
No, fetish is like
Like if a person
That's not
likes,
a fetish. That's an obsession.
which is
That's
normally
a-
what fetishes turn into.
What they turn into.
Because if I like feet, every time you have sex, I'm gonna try to do something with your feet. Even if I'm sucking in your toes or something, rubbing your feet. Either I'm trying to
giving
have
you
your
a
feet.
blowjob with your
Yeah,
feet.
yeah,
That's what they have those
yeah.
porns.
I'm trying to
A
have.
blowjob with
I mean,
your feet.
No,
A
hand
foot job?
I've
foot
seen
job.
it. No,
A foot
I've seen
job,
that
okay,
too.
okay.
I've seen both.
Yeah.
What do you type in? Fucking flexible. This is a fucking
Foot-
personal trainer.
Foot jobs and
Yo,
blowjobs.
you a
Some
nasty
shit,
nigga.
I don't know. I've
Yo,
seen it. Some
your
people are
internet
flexible
history-
enough
your
to
internet
put their
history
feet
gotta
around
be
your
nuts.
dick and lean over and
Yo,
suck you off at the same
Yo,
time.
you know who Piper Perry is?
No,
Fam,
I'm not looking it up.
hands down, most flexible bitch I've ever seen, dog. Hands down. This bitch is a fucking stick. But
So I'm pretty sure she can give a foot job and a head job at the
Yeah.
same exact time.
Fam, you might be right. This bitch.
So imagine, listen,
They- yo, they
but
be
imagine
turning
the
this bitch
niggas
into
who
a
got
donut.
listen,
Like,
imagine the
this
niggas
shit
who got
crazy.
a real foot fetish, and you give me a foot job and suck me off at the same exact time. They busting in like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
It's over.
Yeah, so I don't really have one.
It's over. That's wild.
That's trash.
60
That's
plus minutes
trash.
in. Should we talk some music now?
Right. Is there gonna be some media coverage in this fucking podcast?
I told you we should
Nah,
have started off.
I love
with it.
nah.
This
nah.
shit turned into horrible
Yeah,
decisions.
right. I like the social topics because we can always elaborate and talk more about it. So, all right, this week in anybody. Well, we still can say since we on social shit. Let's talk about the Area 51 shit. You going?
No.
You're not going? You going to Area
I'm
51?
here for it.
You here for it?
I'm here for it. I am fucking here for it.
I'm not here for that shit.
Man, I'm going.
It's funny though. Can
It's
somebody
hilarious.
live stream it?
I
If somebody live stream
What
it,
do they do?
No.
You don't know where Area 51 is?
All right. So the theory.
Oh shit, my bad.
Okay.
I didn't mean to do that.
So the theory behind Area 51 is that that's where they like housing aliens and all types of shit like that at.
It's a
That's the-
government piece of land that's fucking huge
Yeah.
with a lot of nasty shit going on under it. It's in Nevada. It's underground. And if you get close to it, you're getting sniped.
And it's a real place. Like the Area 51 is a real place.
It's a real
Hands down.
place.
And you going?
I'm going.
So they have this
Because there's-
petition.
Because there's a petition.
Not a petition. They
That's
have
a little bit over
not a
350,000
petition.
people strong that are
Pretty
going
much
to
like a fucking
that are gonna
event.
bum
They have
rush.
an event like a Facebook event
Yeah, yeah. They're
And
gonna
people
bum
are
rush
signing
Area
up
51.
to go and bum rush Area 51 to
and go see the
finally
aliens.
figure out what's going on inside of Area 51.
They just want to go see some aliens.
I
That's
told
it.
somebody that they have a minimum of 10 million bullets. A minimum.
I don't even think they're gonna shoot people. I
Shit.
think they have some type of fuck. It's the government we're talking about,
They
bro.
getting chopped down.
You
I think
don't
they
know
got-
the government.
They
I think
will
they got-
chop your ass
Yes.
down.
I think they got some kind of fucking like landmines that as soon as somebody
too.
crosses it,
Oh, that's
maybe poison gas comes up and
No, a
halfway
bomb.
there you're just gonna die.
a bomb. They're just gonna blow you to fucking smithereens. You can't even because you might survive the gas. Shit
I'll
happens.
be in
Yeah.
the back of the
Just waiting.
350,000.
Yeah, all
as
in
soon
the
as the
back.
first person drops, we're like,
You're
oh,
like, oh, that shit now.
time to hit the casinos.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Yeah,
Vegas.
yeah, other way. Other way.
Yeah, no.
Retreat.
I'm here for it. I think that shit is great.
That's just. I mean, it's crazy how so many people are doing it, but I know most of people are just doing it just to be on the list, so to speak, and say that they saying the motherfuckers. Half of them can't even make it to Nevada.
So what are they exactly trying to
They
figure
want
out?
to. They're saying that they want to storm Area 51 to finally uncover what they're doing there. Pretty much saying they want to go in so they can see some fucking aliens.
So let me ask you this.
Do you believe in aliens?
Absolutely.
Oh, hell yeah.
Absolutely.
You don't believe in aliens?
Yes, I believe in
Oh,
okay.
I was about to say what? That's a good conversation.
Turn the camera off.
Yeah, I was about to be like, wait a minute. We're gonna talk about this shit.
If you were to go into Area 51, what do you think the nastiest shit you would find would be?
Are you only asking if?
No.
Am I allowed to answer?
Of course, yeah. I never asked
You can
one
answer, I
person
gotta think.
anything.
I'm trying to go down the timeline of history.
Probably.
What do you think would be the craziest shit that you would find in Area 51?
Probably maybe like an alien that's actually there that they're doing testing on, or
That is
That's-
not crazy. That's for sure a real thing that's actually happening, and there's millions of them there.
You know what's
You talking about an alien? One alien? That's gonna be the scariest shit.
a lot of. I would be scared to go in and see that.
I already know what I'm gonna find in there.
the crazy thing I think that will actually be uncovered if Area 51 or somewhere else is the crossbreeding of an alien breed and the human race. I think because we're always trying to figure out what happens if you put a human egg with a
They do
whatever
that with
sperm or a
animals.
human sperm with a whatever egg. What type of creature
Creature.
comes from that for evolution? You know what I'm saying?
A
We're always
chupacabra.
looking.
Yep.
We're always looking into shit like that.
Find a chupacabra on
So
fucking-
that's my
on
that's
24th
that
and Lehigh.
that would be the craziest thing. The craziest thing would be something that you can look at and tell is not 100% human, and just by like looking at it because they haven't perfected how to manipulate the genes and
I
chromosomes.
think the
enough.
fucking capybara was an escape thing from Area 51.
It might.
I
All
think
types of
they,
shit.
they threw us off by making it a mainstream thing and creating more and be like, all right, now go. You a species
Yeah.
now. Get the fuck out of here. You gonna blow
Yeah.
our cover.
It's a lot
But
of shit.
I think I'm gonna go in there, John. I think I'm gonna find the fucking megalodon. I think I'm gonna find a fucking unicorn. I think I'm gonna find a Pegasus.
Can
I
you
think
bring
I'm-
me back a unicorn?
I think I'm
please?
gonna find Jimmy Hoffa. I think man, listen.
Elvis.
For sure, Elvis works there. Fam,
He was a lead
everybody
scientist.
talking about these aliens, nigga. If I go underground at Area 51, I guarantee you that the aliens are gonna be the least of my fucking interest. It's
I'm
gonna be
always
a
worried
whole
about-
fuck
I'm
ton
not
of
worried.
different
I'm not-
nasty shit under there.
No, I'm not worried. That's the wrong word because I can't do shit about it. I'm always thinking about the type of things the government can actually do. You know what's crazy
Yes.
is that we have a lot
We
of
gonna find
we
the
have a
real
lot of
Kanye
movies.
West.
Yeah, we
Well,
have-
the original
and
Kanye
Gucci.
West.
And Gucci.
Yeah.
I like the
find
new
Gucci.
Gucci.
We have all of
Me
these.
too.
We have like all of these movies that make you think about all types of shit.
Fuck
Even
yeah.
cartoons.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not far from being realistic. Like,
Yeah, real
like,
shit.
Like you can think about it, and be like, damn, like, what if these motherfuckers are just like holding all these aliens who just want to go the fuck back home, but they just crash here. They wasn't even trying to invade. They just made a fucking wrong turn at Jupiter and fucking crashed on Earth. And now us being humans, like we always do, gotta fuck with some shit, pull them apart, poke pride, see how they breed, fuck them, all types of dumb shit.
I think
because
Area
that's what we
51
do.
is just like Scary Movie
And-
3. When the aliens came and the general population had them niggas fucked up. Oh, why they do this? And they be like, oh, this is why. And they're like, oh shit, that makes sense.
Mhm.
I think we fuck around and go down there, you mean, and run into the Martians. We end up having shots, playing spades,
I feel like it might be a whole like
different
living,
existence.
living population of
Yeah,
another.
it has to be.
Another
It has to be.
another
The way that they cover that shit up, there's no
human-like
way.
species.
Yes, for sure.
That's the only thing I can.
The
put it,
next
'cause I can't
comet
say
that hits, that's what's gonna resurface from it. Or is it asteroid? Are they the same thing? What supposedly had wiped the dinosaurs and cavemen out? Was it a comet or an asteroid? Asteroid. The next asteroid that hits, Area 51 is gonna be protected by that shit. And they're like,
Yeah,
oh,
now,
here we
that-
go, y'all turn.
You just made me trying to figure out like what's the difference between a comet. I think a comet
Smaller.
passes by and never hits.
Okay.
I
All
think
right,
an
all right.
asteroid
It's
actually
the one
enters
that
the
actually
atmosphere.
hits the impact there.
I could be wrong, but they gotta be. They both fucking space rocks, so I'm trying to figure out like the fucking difference between them. It's crazy. Area 51 gonna be. It's gonna be 300,000 bodies out there. They will shoot you motherfuckers, and say that what you were doing was an act of terrorism, and we don't negotiate with
Technically, it
terrorists.
is.
It is.
Technically, it is.
I know.
And
Which is
trespassing.
why they will gun you.
Hope I don't get sniped.
They will
And
gun
you still
you
gonna
the
go.
fuck down. He's standing in the back.
I'm standing back.
He's-
The first person that I see drop, my bad, fam. I'm out.
I
was-
took a wrong
I
turn.
was kidding. I was just here to get some footage. I'm out.
Shit, I ain't telling them that.
Your phone might not
Footage.
even work out there. I don't even
There's
know.
no way it works. There's no fucking way that you.
They got jammers every 30 feet out there.
Scramblers.
They're not
all that
playing.
shit. Yeah, fuck out of here.
Just in case some shit do get out. They need that.
I'm here for it.
That's scary.
That shit's gonna be wild. That shit's gonna be crazy. It ain't gonna happen, but Somebody's gonna make a movie about it now. Independence Day 3.
They did make a movie about it. It was called.
It must have been ass, cause I would watch that shit. Storming Area 51.
No. That's a little bit too direct. I'm talking about this. You mean like the spin-off movies that very may well be talking about what happens in Area 51, but don't actually call it anything with Area 51.
What was the name of the fucking movie where they had like the alien populations in like a concentration camp? You know what I'm talking about? Like they had like
was it The Hills Have Eyes?
No. It was like aliens, and they had them. They like fenced them off and had them living in their own little communities and shit like
With
that.
Mel Gibson? No, not
that was
one, right?
Signs. That was
Signs. That shit was.
That shit was terrible.
Featuring Snoop Dogg.
That was
the fuck the alien looked like.
Snoop wasn't in that movie.
The alien looked like Snoop. That shit looked just like Snoop. 6'8", 200 pounds.
I know what you're talking about.
Damn, yo.
And it was a Will Smith movie.
I think it's like District 9 or some shit like that. It wasn't a Will Smith movie. I want to say it's District 9 or some shit, but it's a movie like that.
That was I Am Legend. That was
I Am
Zombies.
Legend,
That was Zombies.
yeah.
Was it Zombies?
Something like that. I'll call them zombies.
Ah, them niggas was drawn.
Close enough. Zombies enough.
Yeah. It was K2 heads.
Yeah.
The niggas was on K2.
Kenzo's.
Fuck that.
I want to say like District 9 or District 13 or some shit like that.
District 9 sounds like it might be accurate.
But I feel like that's how that is like under Area 51.
For sure. Yeah.
The whole population of people that can't get out.
Definitely. I'll go down there and have a drink.
One way in, one way out.
I feel like that shit might be lit. Like that'd be a crazy ass way.
Could you imagine rolling up on an alien and,
bro,
they talk English to you because they've been learning?
That'll be a crazy
they're
ass
being
way.
Taught art, like you know what I'm saying.
That'd be a crazy ass way to get the country out of debt, bro. If you would have charged $1,500 to go down Area 51, of course they taking your fucking cell phone and all that shit. Go down Area 51 and have a fucking shot, smoke a L, and see all these fucking mythical creatures through a glass. The country be out of debt in a year tops. Everybody's going.
They'll be out of people.
I might have like $1,600 to my name,
They'll,
and I'm spending that $1,500.
They'll be out of people too, because after you see all that shit,
They killing you.
And the fine print, you die.
Yeah.
Hey, man. That's your last dying wish.
So do that shit when you're 95. Like, you know what I mean? The last thing on your bucket list.
The shot gonna kill me before the shot kills me.
Yeah, the last thing on the bucket list. You're drinking fucking alien vodka. Where this from? No, this is from Jupiter. This is Jupiter shit.
Come on, Segway King.
That's it.
What else you got for
it's
us?
Over. Speaking of locked up. Underneath Area 51 type shit. Oh no, I just was gauging.
Speaking of locked up,
I was just what they call it? What they say?
Trying to see reaction.
Gauging the room.
Oh. We started over there. You a lefty?
Speaking, yeah.
Okay, that's why.
Speaking of locked up, finding out R. Kelly ass.
Yeah, that's lit. Did you hear what happened?
Yeah, he got his old employees are giving video footage of.
Oh, they should get locked up too, though. Every employee that turned 20 plus tapes, if they came from 20 different people, those 20 motherfuckers should get locked up too.
They're probably for human
this is
trafficking.
an exceptionally lengthy podcast. I gotta take a piss.
Ooh.
Y'all R. Kelly that shit up without me. Fuck that nigga. Let him rot. I hope he dies in there, gets murdered, all that shit. Fuck him. But y'all can do a deep dive if y'all want.
Did you watch the documentary?
Yes.
The one from Lifetime?
I know you watched it because we talked about it, but she wasn't here. So
I'm not so sure that she knew what documentary. It's been like fucking 4 on that nigga ever since.
Real shit.
Yeah.
Ain't no wife on like what's she on? Love and Hip Hop or some shit? She on one of them shows. She on one of them. She's on one of them shows. She's on one. She in now. How do you feel about the documentary?
More disgusted
with
him. The stuff he did. And then mad about some of the parents and how they did they just let him go, their kids go.
Money talks, man. At the end of the day, that's what I feel like. I feel like money will literally make you sell off your kid. You know, like that's how I looked at it, because I'm like, there's no way parents would just like, if you really felt how they were portraying they felt, that they would just let these things just die off and rock out for 2, 3, 4, 5 years. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'll be getting locked up every time. I'll be in Chicago. I'm kicking down the studio door. I'm running up in there. You back in LA now? I'm down in LA and I'm kicking in that house door. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if I feel like you're really unsafe, I feel like, as far as the documentary goes, the money started running out. Like R. Kelly, like everybody,
Because his money started running out.
money started running out. So I feel like it was like, oh, what happened to my check, yo? And it's like, ain't gonna be no more checks. Your daughter's grown. She do what she want to do. And it's like, that wasn't the agreement. You know what I'm saying? And then they started going into it like that. I think a lot of them parents were highly disgusting. And I think they knew what was going on. It sounds good to try to get yourself from up under it all with the documentary and all that. Especially when you see all this shit coming down the pipeline. Like, oh, he about to go to jail. Tapes coming out. New tapes, old tapes. And some of his ex-employees are now speaking up, and some of the people who sing with are speaking up. It's like,
how do you feel about his wife in the whole situation?
I think that in the beginning she was clueless. Then I think once she started to suspect things, she just started turning a blind eye to it. 'Cause at that point, he was still R. Kelly, and she was still. I mean, she was highly revered in her craft. But she's no R. Kelly. And then I think that, like, I don't know what made them separate. Like, I don't know the conversation. Obviously, no one does.
She was saying he was very like controlling.
Yeah, well, that's apparent from
kept
all
her
of
locked
the.
up,
Yeah, that's like apparent from all of the same sentiments from like all of the girls that grew up, you know, in the homes and stuff like that he maintained. It's like, he kept his wife at home, pretty much kept her in the dark from the things they were doing in other places, and then he was doing things with some of the girls, and his wife was even in the house. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't.
How blind can you be?
Yeah, I don't think she's stupid. I just think that's when you start trying to make a plan on how am I gonna get out. With me and my kids, and still be financially stable enough to provide for them and things like that. And it doesn't make it right. It kind of makes you an accessory to the crime, because if you feel like you know something that early on, just say something. You know, if you know something, say something. Husband or not, that's wrong. And he has a daughter, so that's another thing you kind of like worried. Like, I don't know if he's attracted to his own children, but I know he's attracted to younger girls, and we have a younger girl. Yeah, and I don't like. It's a little harder for you to manipulate your own daughter in that way, but it happens. Like, we hear stories about it all the time. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So we hear about stuff like that all the time, and I'm glad that, I'm not gonna say that, I hope that nothing ever happened with that relationship. And so if nothing ever happened in that relationship, I'm glad that his wife got them away before it could.
Anything could.
You know what I'm saying? Because imagine, I look at it like, imagine R. Kelly being stripped of all of these younger women that he was courting all of this time, but still being like a free man. Like, somebody was like, yo, you gotta cut it out. The feds on your ass, blah blah. He's like, I'm gonna fall back, and all he has is his own daughter. You never know how that's gonna manifest. That's scary. That's a scary thought for me. So I'm glad that you know, that his wife was smart enough to detach that situation. Just get up in the middle of the night and just go. Like, you know what? I'm not looking back, and that's it. But
And she still suffered through all this because it was still a traumatic experience for her.
yeah, for sure. I mean, to hear your dad is this type of predator is like, how do you can't combat that? You know what I'm saying? Like the first time somebody says something to you in public, you can't, like, you can be upset because they're attacking you, but you can't be upset because he did it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like if your parent is in jail for murder and you're like, your fucking dad locked up for life because he a dickhead and killed somebody. It's kind of like, you right, but that's my dad. So you figure out, how do you
Deal with
combat?
that and
Yeah, how do you deal and cope with that? How do you cope with the truth when it's that hard of a
Harsh.
reality?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the scary part about stuff like that. I think about that with not just R. Kelly, just with anybody who faces crimes of that's like people are like you're okay. Your dad locked up for selling drugs. Your mom locked up for whatever, and it's like, you know what I'm saying. But if your mom locked up for prostitution, it's gonna hit you a different way if somebody bring that shit up, and because they know. If your dad locked up for raping kids or just rape, period, it's like it's one of them things. It'll hit hard if somebody brings that up. You know what I'm saying? There's only certain crimes where it's like, locked up because you're a drug dealer. So what? You know what I'm saying? People look at it like, okay, he was making money trying to provide for family. Whatever the excuse is of why he was selling drugs, it is what it is.
But
Shit like that,
just,
stealing cars and shit. Like all of those crimes are nothing. Just like, the shit with the kids, murder, maybe
rape.
Depending on what it is, but and rape, those like the crimes are so violent or so disgusting. You know what I'm saying? It's like, as a child, how do you cope with that? Now, if something was like that to happen to like my mom, no one really knows because no one knows my mom. She's not famous. But when you get on that level of superstardom, like R. Kelly is a global superstar.
Yeah.
So, and this is getting dragged through every media source, anything you can find, all the news. How do you cope with that? If someone like, oh, R. Kelly, your dad? Damn, that's crazy. Like, even if they're not trying to like degrade you, they'll be like, are you good? Like, how do you feel? You all right with everything that's going on? You don't even really want to have those conversations with a stranger. And that's how I'm trying to picture like them going through those things. It's like, damn.
That's a shame.
Because I only see the wife talking about it.
And
you know what I'm saying?
Imagine how the son feels too, because we
That's what
keep
I'm
talking
saying.
about the daughter too, but the son gotta
The
be.
son too, because then people are looking at you like, did some of his tendencies rub off on you? And you're like, and all you can do is, if it hasn't, you can consciously be like, no, it hasn't. That's my dad. He's sick. But then you gotta start talking about your dad, and you still might love him. But then you gotta like start putting your dad down in the public eye so people can accept you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, fuck that. I ain't like that. My fucking dad's he's sick and disgusting and blah blah blah. So you can get a girlfriend. So you can get a wife. So you can have your own family and shit like that. You gotta fucking disown everything that you love, which may be a good reason. But at the end of the day, it's like, that's still my parent. Like, he's still responsible for the reason I'm here on this earth. And even though I don't support what he did, I do support him in being my father. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's the shit that's scary to me.
What's up, guys?
Welcome back.
Hi.
So
Fuck
that
R.
was
Kelly,
that
man.
with R. Kelly.
Yeah, fuck him.
It's disgusting.
What else we talking about? Gentleman and lady?
Disgusting.
Oh, wait.
R. Kelly,
Lady and
disgusting.
gentleman. I don't want BB getting time. Why I gotta come second?
Not that toxic.
Dang.
Listen.
I like how you two are starting to admit your toxic.
I think we
Your
all
toxic
have a little
ways.
bit. We have to balance out.
Ed kind of toxic. His
Okay.
Facebook is toxic.
Oh, I'm toxic.
I think he's just opinionated.
No,
Highly.
he's toxic.
I am highly opinionated. Highly opinionated.
AKA
Highly.
toxic.
It could be views as toxic, 100%. But I am highly opinionated. I try to play fair when I'm opinionated too, but
Yeah, because when somebody disagrees with him, he does make them prove their point.
yeah, I'm like, please
Which they
elaborate.
have a hard time
Yeah.
doing.
I'm like, please elaborate, and we can continue this discussion pretty much. If you can't elaborate, I'm on to the next person who have an intelligent conversation with. Like, I'm all about the intelligent conversation to make me understand your point.
Yeah.
So,
And you chose me as a co-host?
no, you chose me as a co-host.
No, I chose you as an engineer.
True.
But
True. Let me turn around and push these buttons. I'm out.
he gives good insight. So next,
Yeah, man. Carla from Friday.
Yeah, did you see that, BB? Have you ever seen Next Friday?
Yeah.
With the Joker's? Remember
well,
Carla?
who is she?
The Joker's sister?
The sister. Remember
With
the
the
Jokers?
curly hair that Ice Cube was
The
trying to bang
brothers
through the whole
with
movie?
with Chico. Remember
Chico,
the girl?
run!
Yeah.
Run!
The girl that Ice Cube was fucking. The girl that he was
The
after.
Spanish girl?
Did he ever hit that?
I think he did. I think he went in. He snuck in her crib.
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
He always hit the girl in the movie.
Yeah.
Fake ass James Bond.
So what happened with her? She got a GoFundMe page.
She's broke.
Yeah, she got to go for me saying that she needed what? She said she needed $50,000
For
to
what?
save her apartment and feed her family. I don't know if it was kids or she had people living with her. I'm trying to understand how many people were living with you in an apartment And why do you need 50 grand?
She broke. And
Is she
she
getting
don't want
any
to go to
money?
work.
Last I checked, she was at like 3,500, but that was like the first day that it came out. It's been over a week. If she has one, because you know how they said that everybody got paid $5 grand for the original Friday, and that was only one Friday afterwards.
But you still get paid royalty.
Nah.
If it's in the contract, yes. But 9 times out of 10, it won't be because motherfuckers are just so happy with that advance.
Like Ice Cube, Mike Epps,
I'm pretty sure they're getting royalties.
Chris.
Yeah.
Chris Tucker, I don't know.
Pops. I'm pretty sure Chris Tucker getting royalties from the first.
I don't think Pop got royalties either. You didn't see that interview on Vlad TV?
No, but listen, he's been in the game a long time.
Yeah, but back then, that was what, 88? That Friday came out?
I think it was in the 90s.
Had to have been. I'm looking it up. We're not even going to do this, but
Savon.
hey, yo, Savon. Yo.
I feel like it's an 80s movie.
No, it was 90s.
No, if it's an 80s movie, I probably wouldn't even care.
I could be wrong. What? What you mean?
If it's an 80s movie, I was born in 84. I would be 4 to 6 years old. I would be 4 to 6 year old. I wouldn't care about that shit.
Yeah, but people still watch Friday. So who's to say it wasn't new when you first saw it?
It's probably like 94, 95.
No way in hell. No way in hell Friday came out
We'll
in 94. Yeah, we will. I could be wrong. I got a habit of being wrong on this show. Yo, it's like every Sunday,
Because
my
you
motherfucking...
don't trust Google. 1995.
See, how it's going.
It was 88.
95, 2000, 2002.
Fuck it.
So she's asking for money, and she don't want to work.
Well, I'm not gonna
Maybe
say she
she
don't
can't
want to work,
find it.
but she's for now she's broke. You know, the Friday checks probably don't.
And
go
she
out.
doesn't look bad. So
She doesn't look bad.
Maybe
I'm
she
glad
could
it wasn't like she's
Maybe she could
like,
be a bottle girl.
like she definitely could have got her IG popping. Like I don't even know.
Yeah, I would follow Carla.
It's just
Even
one of
though
those
she
things
wore a
where
lip
it's
liner.
it's too easy for
I'm scared of
women to
bitches that
make
wear lip
money
liner, dog.
today in the social media era for you to be broke. Attractive women. It's
Yeah,
too easy for very
Shit.
attractive women
Ugly
to
bitches
be
be
broke
eating
today.
too.
I agree.
They show
But
a
if
little
you're
ass,
attractive, the views
get a
come
premium
a little.
Snapchat going.
Listen, the clicks come a little faster if you're attractive though. That's
Yeah,
just the
yeah,
rule of
yeah,
the game.
yeah,
So
for sure.
it's a little like if you can do a GoFundMe, you can put a bikini on your IG. Like real shit.
Maybe
Like,
she's
Like,
maybe she's
put your pride aside,
maybe
because she
she's trying to-
obviously did.
That's
maybe
what I'm
she's- maybe
saying.
she's
That's
trying
what
to
I'm
keep her
saying.
integrity
Now-
though.
You have a
You asking
GoFundMe.
money, that's
There's no
your
more integrity.
Yeah.
Nah, real shit.
True.
Real shit. Real shit. Like if
Nah,
I was dumb,
yo,
like if I
that's
was
not
flat
true,
broke
that's
and
not
like
true,
the biggest
that's not
porn
true.
industry came to me and was like, yo, like stay broke or do porn. I'll be like hit my wife like, yo, we broke. That's what I'm gonna do it.
Well, I think you can submit them for it.
You already did
you can
porn.
submit them.
It's on YouTube.
It's softcore, but you know.
Yo, did you see Ed's video? His
It's
music video is called Drunk Section.
It's
No.
soft.
Yo, it's the funniest shit ever, yo. It's fucking hilarious.
You have to send me the link. to
Yo,
that.
that shit
drop
is
it in the group chat.
funny as shit. Yeah, throw that shit in the group chat. I'm watching it. Yo, that video is comedic gold, yo. Especially because of the memes that came out of it. Oh my god. Okay. Segway King, what else?
I gotta see
I keep thinking about the
I'ma
video.
this.
But I will give him this. The song ain't bad. The song is not bad at all. But goddamn that music video,
I think
yo.
it's because like when you know somebody and they do
Yo,
shit like that.
It's
Yeah.
hilarious,
One of
yo.
those
It's
kind of
hilarious. It's hilarious. It's nothing short of hilarious. I was cracking the fuck up the
What's up
first
with the
time I
Jesus
saw
Christ
that video.
thing? What was that?
Jesus Christ.
What happened?
we
We can skip that, but that motherfucker's crazy. Jesus Christ! You ain't never seen him? The boy, the Spanish boy. They like got he like was he like released from prison and was found and came out? And
it's not him. It's not him.
oh, all right.
The shorty, fuck it, we can talk about it. The shorty who I'm dealing with right now, right? Out of nowhere, nigga never fucking paid me any mind on the gram. I never knew who he was, but I followed the shorty for a minute. They used to do skits together and shit like that. They were terrible. The skits were fucking horrible.
I can believe it.
But she claims to not have said anything to him about her dealing with anybody, talking to anybody, anything like that. He's apparently blocked on everything or whatever, and maybe 2 days after after me and her started conversing and shit like that, she told me they broke up and shit like that because I knew both of them. Well, I didn't know Bull, but you know what I mean. And he's in my stories. He started liking a whole bunch of my posts and shit like that. And I'm like, so I screenshot. I was like, yo, look at this shit. She seemed flabbergasted. I don't know. I don't really take her as a liar. You mean? So I was like, shit, if you don't know, I don't know. You mean? But she's like, no, he probably just saw that you got a podcast and he trying to get on or whatever. I was like, I don't know. But
now I'm more in tune. I remember the little post you made.
what post? I made a post?
Yeah, you had a post about like the screenshot of a piece of the conversation.
With the views. Yeah.
And it was when I was
Oh,
the
yeah.
conversation.
But I said, that nigga.
I was like,
I said,
What?
I was like, okay.
No. Cause
But now it comes full circle. Now I understand.
Yeah. I said, that nigga picked a horrible time to be a fan.
Yeah, man. I was like, I'm so lost with this 4 text boxes. I have no fucking idea what's going
Because
on.
I wanted to keep a name out of it.
Yeah.
Protect the innocent, bro.
Yeah,
I mean,
cool.
like,
I'm
protect
with
the
it.
innocent.
I'm all with protecting the innocent.
Huh?
I'm all with protecting the innocent for a short period of time. It started.
You always protecting the innocent?
No,
I'm
not always.
You a nasty motherfucker, Ed.
I'm not.
Karate Ed, a legend.
Fuck it. Sometimes they're not innocent.
Mrs.
Sometimes they're
Karate
not
Ed
innocent.
gonna
They're just
fuck me up,
bystanders, and that's different. Innocent bystanders and bystanders are 2 different things.
Has your wife ever said anything like, yo, I want to punch this nigga in the face? Does she listen to the podcast?
Yeah.
She does? All the way through?
I don't know how much.
Sorry, Mrs. Karate Ed. Fuck all that.
But nah, hey, the thing about me is
Oh,
like,
shit. I fucked it up.
I'm the same.
Wait. No. I need the air horn. Sorry, Miss Karate Ed.
I talk the same way all the time, so it's not like I should never say anything that's like shocking. Like, oh my god, I can't believe you said that. So I never.
Yeah.
I'll never say that.
I sometimes wonder how the marriage stays intact.
I'm the same fucking way all the
When
time.
I scroll your Facebook, I'm like, how this nigga still married?
But do you see?
It makes me restore faith.
She never comments on any of those crazy posts when it start getting super toxic. She like, I saw your post
So
today.
you do agree that you're toxic?
No. When the post starts getting super toxic.
Your post.
My post.
Yeah.
But the comments get
You
toxic.
are what you post.
Listen, no. If
That's-
I post a
I know,
question,
I know.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, don't make me listen.
I know that's not
Somebody
true.
gotta be untoxic, non-toxic on this podcast. Someone has to be non-toxic. It's going to be me, okay, or the least toxic, one of the two. But I'm taking the lesser
We
value.
gonna roll with the least toxic.
I'm gonna go with
the
the
least
least.
toxic.
I'll take that.
We can't call you not toxic.
Nah,
But non-toxic.
well, I'm purposely toxic sometimes. I think it makes,
shock value.
I think it makes good for good conversation.
You a shock jockey. Is that what it's called?
A shock
Shock
jockey?
jock.
Yeah, that's what
A
it is.
shock jockey.
Oh, that's what you are.
Me?
You're the shock jock.
I'm a shock jock.
100%.
How?
He's a conversation starter.
I'll take that. Shock jock.
Like I can start a conversation. You'll come in with like the
A
worst
shocking-
comment.
Yeah.
Like the worst one. Like that's
The trashiest.
Yeah, the worst one. Like fuck these bitches. And I'm like, whoa, that is not where I was going with this.
Fam, how long has it been since I dropped the fuck these bitches comment?
I'm just saying. It's been
Yo, man.
been like 2
I'm
days.
trying to fucking reform myself, dog.
like 2 days.
He trying to
2
impress
days?
this John. Trying to impress this girl.
I'm not trying to impress her.
Put her on some of my fucking post. She might hit me too. Why the fuck you do a podcast with that dickhead? Like, this is crazy.
You know what?
like,
I'm gonna start.
I don't even think he like girls for real. Like,
I'm gonna start looking. I'm gonna start looking at your
Listen.
topic.
Yo, the irony in that shit, dog. Because I love bitches, but I hate them.
it's just I just be crazy because I have yet to find one female who can thoroughly explain themselves when they're getting on my posts about or their posts, because sometimes I'll go and comment on their
BB,
shit.
whenever you got like a good hour and a half of downtime,
Go into his thing.
look for Ed's page, right? But you got to filter the post. You got to go on whatever post has more than 4 lines for the caption. If it's more than 4 lines on the caption of the post, the comments are fucking gold. Because that means that Ed went on a rant. And when Ed goes on a rant, the toxic femininity commences. And I could just see BiBi and her following, because BiBi's following is nuts. Do you be looking at the comments on the podcast Instagram?
Sometimes I do.
They get pretty nasty.
I agree.
And aggressive. Women are really aggressive
But I like
now.
it though.
Listen, I love it. But I didn't really think that I would see the day where that many fucking women would share the same views and be so adamant about it. Like, they don't be giving a fuck. I remember a time where they would tone it down because it's on a public forum and they don't want to seem a certain way. Not no more. They just be like, oh no man, fuck that.
Stand and unite.
Yes.
Like,
Because they
I'm
said-
here for the conversation.
To say the least.
I'm not here for the man bashing. You know what I'm saying?
Fam,
Like I
fuck
can have
man
a conversation
bashing.
with you.
Anytime BiBi comments on anything on the podcast page, it completely turns into will bashing. Like, fuck men.
Fair enough.
We talking to this nigga.
Well,
and I'm like,
then you
I'm-
gotta say to yourself,
I'ma
what
sit-
am I doing to get all
I'm gonna
this?
sit in your seat one day. So I'll take your place. You can talk about me. I'm not saying I'm gonna say some toxic things.
But-
are you sure that you want that? Bro,
What?
I clutch my pearls at least twice a week. At least twice a week, I'll be like,
They're like, oh, now I know.
these
that,
women don't even
now-
know me.
Now I know that
But
fucking.
they know
Somebody-
what you
somebody
presented.
said-
Dickhead look like.
Somebody said that she needs the full week to gear up and deal with me for 2 hours every Sunday.
And she shares those same sentiments. So I'm saying.
At least I know that they listening.
They right.
I love my girls, though. I love.
And you
I
know
love-
what's
that's good. I
crazy?
love
You
it.
know what's crazy? I be wanting so bad to jump in the comments and reply to them in a manner that I would a stranger on Facebook. But I'll click the page and I'll be like, damn, these bitches pretty. I'm not gonna talk to them like these ugly bitches on Facebook. Them bitches on Facebook be ugly as shit.
Listen, they be the
But
worst.
BB's Instagram friends, they be cuter than a motherfucker. I was like, how the fuck do I respond to this without losing my balls?
Well, it's always the cuter ones. They got the biggest
The
voices.
nastiest mouths.
'Cause
I
they feel
can't
like,
believe
nigga, I
so
don't
many
fucking need
nasty
you.
words
I'm
could
bad.
come out such a pretty
I'm
mouth.
bad. Like the fuck.
It's
I mean,
fucking nuts,
I'm
yo.
gonna get me a fucking ugly fat African. Fuck you talking about?
Shit. And he gonna pay for everything.
Every fucking
Fuck
thing.
Will bum ass.
Ain't
He
no
probably ain't got no
50-50.
money anyway.
Ain't
I
no-
don't.
Right.
I ain't got no damn money.
50 up in here, bitch. You be like, whoa,
Whoa.
relax,
Fam, listen.
relax.
I don't know who's more toxic, BB or her followers.
I'm not toxic.
They fuel the toxicity.
I'm not toxic.
Now, I'm pretty sure she got some super toxic followers. I'm pretty sure.
I
I feel like anybody who follows a makeup artist is toxic.
Excuse me?
I feel like anybody who follows a makeup art and is a true fan of makeup artists, they're toxic. I dated two. Those bitches were toxic. And they
Makeup
were
artists themselves.
yes, makeup artists. Yes. Like makeup artists, they have a different level of femininity. It seems like they're so caught up in their craft because it is to make women beautiful or whatever like that, that it turns them into
An ugly person inside?
no, I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, I'm about to say, damn, I don't think you're ugly on the
Yeah,
inside.
no. It turns them radical. They turn into radicals, bro.
It's
Like,
called vain. They become
They
become
become very
no.
vain.
Vain is like an ugly version of superficial. It's not vain.
I know I have makeup artist friends and I love my girlfriends. I don't
I
think
can only imagine why.
why.
Because they're toxic.
They're not toxic.
Just like you.
Just because somebody don't take your shit doesn't mean they toxic.
It doesn't. But they don't have to take my shit. They don't take my shit. I never speak to them.
That's why you be mad. Talking about something they toxic.
I don't be mad. I just be amazed at their comments and
shut up.
standpoints on certain shit.
Shut up. Stay in your place.
That is not me.
Ike
that's,
Turner.
That's never been me. That ain't never been me neither. If I had to fucking... This may sound very toxic. If I had to compare myself to anybody, it might be Charlie Harper. That's my fucking idol.
Really?
Yeah. Charlie Harper's a fucking legend. Not Charlie Sheen. his character,
His
Charlie
char-
Harper.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes, because we know that Charlie Sheen himself is way worse than Charlie Harper.
yeah.
But I don't ever want to be Charlie Sheen. I would not mind being Charlie Harper.
I had to admit, I was slightly attracted to Charlie Sheen.
Hey!
When did you stop being attracted to him?
When she found out he had AIDS, nigga.
That's what I wanted to hear from her.
Fuck. That's why he lost all his fans. But yo, did you hear that apparently he went to somewhere in Africa and saw a doctor and got cured of HIV?
It wasn't Dr. CB, was it?
One of his colleagues. One of his colleagues. The doctor actually injected himself with Charlie Sheen's blood and tested negative for HIV.
Man, fuck that.
He said, "You think I'm playing? I'm taking your blood. I'm gonna inject it into myself. We're gonna give it a month, and I'm gonna send you my HIV results." And it came back negative.
That's
Nope.
too testy. Well, anyway, we've been here for 104 minutes.
An hour and 45 minutes. Let's get the fuck out of here. B, any closing thoughts?
No. I just missed you guys. I'm happy to be back.
Being toxic on a toxic platform will create more toxic
It's-
mentality for the toxic
Is
people.
podcasting a
These
toxic
are my
platform?
final thoughts from Jerry Springer.
Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.
And each other.
Burn out. Burn out.
This shit is
Burn
wild.
out. How the fuck you give inspirational words followed by heavy metal?
All the time.
That nigga the
the time.
GOAT.
He is the GOAT.
He's the fucking
I want to
GOAT.
see what his judge show gonna be look like. You know he about to be a judge.
Ain't
About to do
this
a
shit
judge
been in the works for like 4 years already? I don't think it's gonna happen.
He said his last season is supposed to be like, I think 2019, his last run of Jerry Springer, and then he's gonna do like a judge show.
I didn't know that Maury Povich was still doing this show. He doesn't age. Every episode looks old.
And neither does motherfuckers looking for their baby dad.
Remember Marisol?
Yeah, from Telemundo, right?
No, Marisol from Maury.
No.
She was looking for her baby daddy and she had like 11 kids.
Yep. Yeah. Yep.
They
Oh.
tested like 30 people. She don't know who the baby fathers
Yeah,
are.
she
They
was
were all
out
not
there.
the father?
She was toxic.
They were all not the
It's
father.
a lot of cartwheels being
She's
done.
toxic. And she was getting her thing in before the social media era.
Mm-hmm.
She's nasty.
Crazy. Well, anyway, guess we gotta wrap it up,
Shout
right?
out to Marisol.
Hope you found your baby daddies.
At least half
At
of them.
this point, somebody just probably claimed the kids for the
They
clout.
Jesus kids.
Somebody grown. One of them kids is grown. They claiming their own self.
Yeah, there's not a top for every pot. Especially when you got 11 pots. Let's get out of here, man. Empire We Trust, episode 38. Welcome back, BiBi. Welcome, Reformed Will. And welcome, Leader Ed. Nigga carried us all the way through the fucking episode. It's lit. We the fuck up out this joint. I'm going to get some chicken wings.
It's a heavy